Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to you. This is Tess Crawley, clinical and forensic psychologist and director of Dr. Tess Crawley and Associates. And I've got a second little announcement to make today. So yesterday I announced that I was opening a closed Facebook group version of this Facebook page. So I went ahead and did that. So the group is called, I've gone blank, isn't that terrible? The group is called the Stigma Rebellion. So I'll put a link in the comment section when I've finished talking to you. But that was yesterday's announcement that there would be a closed version of this group. So I was hoping to share this video into that group now while I'm talking, because group members, when I'm live, will be able to interact with me from within the group while I'm talking, with nobody else seeing except other group members. So it's all a bit exciting. So I'm going to turn that sound off. Now let's see if I can do this. So I'm on my business Facebook page here, and I'm wanting to share this live post into the other group. Once I get the hang of doing this, we'll be, oh look, this is rather odd. I'm live there and I'm live here. It's all a bit spooky. Okay, so while I'm talking to you, what I'll quickly do is share the video. I'll share it to a page, and I'll share it into the group. Bear with me, because I've got announcement number 2. Haven't done that yet. Hang on a second. Stigma Rebellion. And let's see. So let's see how that goes. I'm hoping that means that group members will be seeing me live while I've also got you guys with me. So check that. Here we go. Stigma Rebellion. See if it's doubling up on the live. Oh, I'm there as well. So there you go. I'm everywhere. Eddie everywhere, you can call me today. Okay, so now that we're all together. Right, now I will try and keep my eye on anybody who is interacting live, because of course you may be wanting to interact live via the group. So if you're watching this from my current public business page, you could go and join. Now it's a bit hard for you to join while I'm live because I won't be able to let you in, but the group is actually open to everybody. So you're welcome to put in your join application, just a click on a button, it's not an application. And then once I've reviewed the join requests or the member requests, I will of course add you to that closed group to make a nice little respectful and confidential community. Now to today's announcement. So today I'm launching a second closed group specifically targeting psychology supervisors. So I've been thinking about this for a little while, and this idea has taken a little while to take shape for me, but I've realized, I've talked to you before about the value of having mentors. So I posted the other night, I think it was Friday night, about the value of having mentors. And of course, I've also talked before about the obligations that psychologists have to continue their professional development. So, and part of that, of course, is to, at various levels of a psychologist's career progression, you're required to have supervision. And then beyond a certain level, you're encouraged to maintain some sort of supervision, whether that's peer supervision, where it's more similar level of experience, colleagues supporting each other, or more formal supervision where you're seeking support from a more senior colleague. But who supervises the supervisors? So supervisors are often finding themselves, and this is true of any profession, but of course I can only speak from my profession, which is psychology. We often find ourselves in these leadership roles with a lot of expectation on us to know all the answers. Now, I'm always really upfront with saying I don't have all the answers, and I don't expect any one individual will ever have all the answers. And as I've said before, it's okay to not know it all. But for psychology supervisors around Australia, sometimes we can find ourselves quite isolated. So I have launched a closed Facebook group for for psychology supervisors. So to be a member of that particular group, you will need to be what's called an AHPRA approved supervisor. So that's where our registration board has you listed as having completed the training required to be a supervisor of other psychologists. And if you're AHPRA approved, the group is open to you. If you are completing the supervisor training, do let me know if you're interested in joining the group, and I'll have a look or maybe a chat with you around what your progress is, where you're heading, what you're wanting to get out of the group, and I'm quite open to having members in that group who are on their way to becoming approved supervisors. So don't let that put you off if you're you've got your training for supervisor status underway. My goal for this group is to create a forum that's a bit fun, a bit relaxed, very supportive, very encouraging of one another, certainly confidential. So being a closed group, nobody else will see what discussions go on or what's posted within that group. It'll be a respectful forum for idea sharing, for question asking, for brainstorming, and certainly for supervisors. We all get stuck sometimes. So sometimes a supervisee might ask us a question and we don't necessarily know the answer. So we will, benefit greatly from having other supervisors that we can bounce ideas around to help support our learning as supervisors, as well as our supervisees getting the added benefit of that shared knowledge. So the group is called Psychology Supervisors Australia, so you can search for that in Facebook and you'll find it. Don't forget to click on the join button, otherwise I won't know you want to be a member. I will be contributing exclusive content to that group on a regular basis, which I'm still nutting out in my mind what that's going to look like. So if you have any questions that you'd really love me to or topics that you'd really love me to talk about, I'd love you to let me know what they are. So for the supervisors group, there will be the basic rules are you need to be a supervisor or on the road to becoming one. It's a place of respect, it's a place of confidentiality, and it's a place to not be taking ourselves too seriously though, and to really relax and enjoy that shared community of supervisors around Australia. Now if you're watching from outside Australia, I would welcome you into that group too, so please don't be afraid to join. If you if you've got the equivalent approval to supervise psychologists, whatever your country requires of you, your governing bodies require of you, just let me know what's going on there and I would be more than happy to hear from you as well. So that's announcement number 2. So we've got 2 new closed groups, which I'm very, very excited about. This does, of course, mean that in addition to my 90-day vlog challenge, I will now be adding exclusive content to the Stigma Rebellion closed group, which is open to everybody. You just have to ask to be a member and you'll be allowed in. As well as exclusive content to the Psychology Supervisors Australia closed group. So I'm sure you can imagine that that's going to make me rather busy, which leads me of course to another announcement that I will have for you, but I might hold that one to myself for another day or two yet while I still figure it all out. Got lots going on. I'm meant to be on holidays, but you know what it's like when there's a lot going on in here that you need to get out and onto paper so you can figure it all out and get things moving forward. And I find that ideas flow a lot better when I'm relaxed and on holiday. So don't worry, I am actually having a break. I'm having a great time, but also getting some great ideas for our future directions. So I hope that that's exciting news for all of you, and I look forward to talking to you all again tomorrow. Now, being in Queensland, it's a public holiday here tomorrow, which is exciting for Queenslanders. I hope everybody had a great grand final day for the AFL yesterday, and if you're an NRL fan, I hope today brings you the result you're looking for. Otherwise, enjoy your Sunday, have a lovely day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.